Exodus, and I think it's been really powerful to me lately because it's probably the most parallel Old Testament like narrative in salvation and in like the New Testament Christian life, in the sense of just like everything you see in Exodus, you hear it in Sunday school, but you don't really understand it. But there's just so many parallels, like that's very similar to our life. So it's like, the Israelites were taken out of the slavery of Egypt in the same way that we're taken out of the slavery of sin, And then one of my favorite parts of the story is they come out of slavery of sin, and then they feel all free, and they're partying, and it's awesome. But then they get to something that seems uncrossable, which you usually get, right? So we follow Jesus for a little bit. We're all pumped up, but then the feelings start to fade, right? And then it seems like maybe there's a addiction to pornography or alcohol or anger, and there's something in front of us that once the initial feelings wear off, that's still tripping us up, and it seems like uncrossable. We can't get over it. And so there's a similarity there, and then God does the impossible, where he says, the Lord will fight for you in Exodus 14. You only have to be silent. And so just that nature of understanding that, same with, of us on the other side of Jesus, for us to conquer anything in life, whether it's addictions or troubles, it really comes down to us getting on our knees and saying, God will fight for us. We just have to be silent, And then the Egyptians, so that they have the impassable Red Sea, and then the Egyptians start pursuing them, saying, oh, we made a mistake, which sometimes sin does that as well. The sin always keeps chasing you and always keeps coming after you. But just understanding in that moment that, man, God redeems, God heals, and God will fight. And then the Red Sea goes up. They walk through, which people don't think about, but that'd be terrifying to have hundreds of walls of water on the left and your right, knowing that if God were to snap, that goes and you die. And so there's even faith in that, right? Where it's even faith that even in the moment of him pulling you through, you still have to have faith. And so there's a lot of parallels, and it goes all the way up until the end of the book, even when they're in the desert and all that. So that passage is just, I'm loving it, and it's been a big blessing to me.